I don't consent to searches.
You a law student or something?
So if I show that I know the rules, he might think I'm a law student. Or maybe I got big legal connections.
Perhaps. But don't get carried away by saying stuff like,
I know my rights! Get out of my face! I'm gonna sue you!
never tell the officer you know your rights. Show the officer you know your rights by asserting them calmly.
You seem nervous. Is there anything in this car I need to know about?
No, officer.
Unless you're detained or arrested, you may terminate the encounter at any time, but don't wait for the officer to dismiss you. Simply ask if you're free to go.
Darren, those dogs are gonna rip apart your car, and they're gonna find what you're hiding. Like I said, what's it gonna be?
Officer, are you detaining me or am I free to go?
Good. This line can help withdraw you from an encounter. Saying you want to leave establishes that the encounter is not voluntary, which could help you later if you end up in court. Let's practice that line. Everyone repeat after me. Are you detaining me, or am I free to go?
Are you detaining me, or am I free to go?
One more time.
Are you detaining me, or am I free to go?
All right. You want to play it like that? You want to bump it up to the next level? Fine. You stay right here. Don't go anywhere.
Asserting your rights won't make the police love you, but it might make them extra cautious about violating your rights. When the officers came knocking, Karen could talk to them outside and close the door behind her.
Lane changing. Take care of that as soon as possible.
Thank you, officer.
Good afternoon, officers. How can I help you?
The chain lock works fine too.
Who is it? Police department.
No person shall be compelled to make witness against himself.
Good afternoon, officers. How can I help you? Hi, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in for a moment? Do you have a warrant? What is this about? No, my name is Officer Smith. This is Officer Jones.
We're introducing ourselves to lieutenants as part of a new home safety program. Mind if we come in?
No, thank you. I can't let you in without a warrant.
Again.
I can't let you in without a warrant.
That is your decision, ma'am. But this is just a public safety check. We're not here to get anyone in trouble.
I understand, but I need to see a warrant before letting you folks inside. Well, ma'am, you have my card if you need anything. Have a nice day. Take care.
Clerk.
If police come to your door and you don't need their help, you may simply decline to answer the door. Because you don't have to let them in unless they have a search warrant. Susi, ¿a quién le contaste que alguien...
If I do not consent, when are police allowed to search my car? You mentioned probable cause. What does that mean?
Probable cause means police must have clear facts or evidence to believe you're involved in criminal activity. In other words, an officer's hunch without evidence of illegal activity is not enough to search or arrest you. But it doesn't take much. Most avoidable police searches happen not because police have probable cause. They happen because people get tricked or intimidated into consent.
So expired registration is a probable cause to search my car?
No, it's not. But you still gotta be careful. Courts are eager to uphold police searches, so something suspicious about you and your car could be considered probable cause. I'm not the kind of guy to tell you how you should express yourself. Expressing yourself is one thing, but exposing yourself to police by being a public nuisance is different.
Everybody knows who I'm with.
Rule number 6. Don't expose yourself.
In harmony with nature. Taoism suggests that life is like the course of a river, and
police detain and frisk you, you have the right to clearly state your refusal to consent to the search.
Carry us along.
Officer, I'm not resistant, but I do not consent to searches. But you should only verbally refuse, never physically resist. Now, just touching a car could get you tased or beaten. Could also be charged with felony assault.
Face forward. Whilst making conscious decisions about what's ahead of you. And in this video, we will talk about 6 ways to be. Let go.
Darren, do you see any ways you could handle yourself better?
The ego is entranced by.
Good evening, officer. How's it going? Did you know you were swerving between lanes? No, officer. Let me see your license and registration. Sure. My license? Change my registration.
Darren, we've got some problems with gangs moving guns down this highway. Not packing any Tech 9s, are you?
No, sir.
I didn't think so. You don't mind if I take a look, do you?
Officer, I know you're just doing your job. I don't have any guns or whatever, but I don't consent to searches.
Perfect. Rule number 3. You have the right to refuse searches. This comes directly from the 4th Amendment. For your 4th Amendment protection to legally apply, you must be prepared to clearly state your refusal under pressure. Everyone, repeat after me. I don't consent to searches.
Don't consent to searches.
The officers can't hear you, so say it again.
I don't consent to searches.
One more time.
I don't consent to searches.
You a law student or something?
So if I show that I know the rules, he might think I'm a law student. Maybe I got big legal connections.
Perhaps. But don't get carried away by saying stuff like, I know my rights. Get out of my way. I'll sue you.
Onto it.
Never tell the officer you know your rights. Show the officer you know your rights by asserting them kindly.
You seem nervous. Is there anything in this car I need to know about?
No, officer.
People, for example, go all their lives proudly attached to the job position they hold. They might have had one of the highest earning and most
Unless you're detained or arrested, you may terminate the encounter at any time, but don't wait for the officer to dismiss you.
instead of
Simply ask if you're free to go.
reducing ourselves to
Darren, those dogs are gonna rip apart your car and they're gonna find what you're hiding. Like I said, what's it gonna be?
Officer, are you detaining me or am I free to go?
Good. This line can help withdraw you from an encounter. Saying you want to leave establishes that the encounter is not voluntary. It could help you later if you end up in court. Let's practice that line. Everyone repeat after me. Are you detaining me or am I free to go?
Are you detaining me or am I free to go?
One more time.
Are you detaining me or am I free to go?
Alright? You wanna play it like that? You wanna bump it up to the next level? Fine. Stay right here, don't go anywhere.
Asserting your rights won't make the police love you, but it might make them extra cautious about violating your rights.
Darren, this is a citation for excessive lane changing. We'll clear that as soon as possible. Thank you, officer.
Number 2.
The Fifth Amendment states that no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process. During a police encounter, the smartest way to take the bit is just to keep your mouth shut, because you always have the right to remain silent.
Dare not be first. Taoism teaches us that we are all we can imagine ourselves
We'll talk in a minute about how this works.
To a single stream.
In all criminal prosecutions, so if the police interrogate or arrest you, asking for a lawyer is a good way to assert your right to remain silent. Lawyer up. That's right. Regardless of what you have seen on TV, police don't usually have to read you your rights, even if you're arrested. So it's up to you to make sure that you understand the law and make smart choices.
In the hyper-competitive rat race we all call modern life, we very much...
Since I'm crushing it, I know I got something coaching for dentists. I order one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I would have something like that on the way.
Oh, yeah, let's go in here.
Our efforts and struggles towards our goals creates an internal sense of value that often
I chose Hazelnut Bay for graduate school due to the fact they have such dedication and passion for the industry.
labels and titles, social status, wealth, etc. So that when we achieve our goals, it naturally boosts our egos to a stage where we end up looking down on people who...
Lao Tzu says, those who flow as life flows will know they need no other force. Lao Tzu was an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer who is known to be the founder of Taoism. He is also credited as the writer of Taoism's most sacred text, the Tao Te Ching. Taoism is a philosophy which teaches a life of ease, living in harmony with the Tao. The word Tao translates into path, method, principle, or way, and Taoist belief is based on the idea that the Tao is an organizing principle of the universe, a natural order that one can come to know by living in harmony with nature. Taoism suggests that life is like the course of a river, and most of us are clinging to the bank, afraid to let go, and risk being carried along by the current of the river. At a certain point, each of us must be willing to simply let go and trust the river to carry us along safely. At this point, we learn to go with the flow. Once we've become accustomed to being in the flow of the river, we can begin to look ahead and guide our course onward. Thus, flow is about leading your life's course with minimal resistance. It is about allowing the course of your life to unfold whilst making conscious decisions about what's ahead of you. And in this video, we will talk about 6 ways to be in flow with your life from the wisdom of Lao Tzu. Number 1, let go of your ego. In the words of Lao Tzu, the ego is entranced by names and ideas. However, names and concepts only block your perception of this great oneness. Taoism teaches us that everything is connected and we are part of a greater whole. That we are much more than our job or our physical appearance. And only when we let go of this false identity given by the ego will we be able to live a fulfilling life. By linking our identity to what we do professionally or the job title.
Let go of your desire to rush things. According to Lao Tzu, he who rushes ahead doesn't go far. We've all had those moments of being in the zone, where our actions happen almost subconsciously, and what we're doing just flows with no friction or conscious effort, like a well-rehearsed dance. In Taoism, this paradox of being in sync without any effort is known as Wu Wei, translated as effort. Wu Wei is not so much about doing nothing, but is about aligning our movement with the greater flow of life. That is what it means to be in the zone, at one with what we're doing, in a state of profound concentration and flow, without any excessive effort or struggle. When we are in the zone, the world around us seems to slow down, and in that space, it is as if we become one with the very thing that we're trying to do. Take, for instance, the example of trying to fall asleep, despite